Hello and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. It's the 9th of November. It's very cold and the sky's quite, well, grey. It's kept raining. And we are doing our next edition of Pier to Pier throughout the year. And I'm sorry, I haven't slipped off the wagon. I've fallen off it with a thud because I've actually missed a couple of months, haven't I? I'm not sure which the last one was that I did, but it definitely wasn't October, so apologies for that. Best laid plans of mice and men and all that. But it is really bitter today and Blackpool looks very different to the last time that I did this. I think we've done enough to be able to see the changing face of Blackpool Seafront throughout the year. But never mind, after winter comes spring. So make sure you're subscribed. There's all sorts of interesting things happening down there. There's a quiet bit here, and then there's all sorts of interesting things down there because they're setting up for Christmas. So that's where we're going to go next. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell for notifications, and don't forget to sign up for your email newsletter because they carry on going out every week in, week out, rain, hail, shine, Christmas, Easter, bar mitzvahs, weddings, christenings, etc. So let's go see what we can see, shall we? Yeah, so it's actually quite cold and that big grey cloud that you can see up here has kept raining on me. Central Pier amusements are still open, they stay open all week. And you can usually get on to that first little bit of pier around the back of the amusement, but you can't actually get any further than that. So there's a quiet little bit here. The trampolines have all been put away, the bouncy castles have all been put away, and everything's all starting to get quiet. I'm just looking to see whether they've moved the bar because they had shenanigans, didn't they, with Blackpool Council over whether or not they were allowed to do it. Ambulance people having 5 minutes while they wait for the next shout. These guys have got a drone. Ooh, wonder what they're filming. There's quite a few people about. Even though it's cold in November. So we've got to the end of what is traditionally the normal illumination season, which is the 5th of November this year. So the Sunday was when Blackpool season would have normally ended. But of course now we've got Christmas by the sea. So this little bit's very quiet. But the next little bit is quite busy. So we're going to go and have a nosy and we're going to go and see what's to do. There's a bit of a strand line where the sea's left all its bits and bobs and its seaweed behind it and sticks and whatnot. I love something or other, can't quite read that. People have been drying on the beach, somebody's planted a twig as a tree, the things are wobbling. We'll go down there and see what's happening. I'm speeding up now, I've cut a little bit out of that quiet little bit in the middle, so we're now at the side of Golden Mile, Coral Island, and the RNLI Visitor Centre. And we're getting up to the interesting bit because they're setting up for Blackpool by the sea and it's starting to rain again. It's not supposed to be raining. I want to get this little bit done before it starts tiddling it down. So let's go and see what they're doing. So apparently the Starflyer is going somewhere here-ish. I guess perhaps where that van is flashing at us. And all the lorries are unloading stuff because it opens not this weekend as in tomorrow but next weekend, so they've got a week to set up, and of course everything's got to be done properly and set up properly and organised and safe and all the rest of it. Oh, and I must just say they're not on yet obviously, but the other day we came down the promenade, we came along the prom in the dark. It was only 5 o'clock. I wasn't out that late, but it was only 5 o'clock. And the lights were on. And it's a little while since I was out in the dark when the lights were on. And we came along the promenade in the car, and I have to say, the illuminations are lovely. They are much better than they've been for a long time. So we were all impressed. We were all very impressed. You can see a big improvement and a big difference. So if you've been to Blackpool illuminations in the last 5 years and thought they were getting a little bit flat and a bit tired, well, you need to come and have another look because they look gorgeous. And all these new ones that sort of disappear, like these that go across the road here, in fact you can't even see them in this light hardly. All them that just disappear in the gloom, when they come on at night, they're beautiful. They're really bright, and they're all sort of programmed so that they change colour, and they're really lovely. So we will go look. All the bits and bobs arriveth. See what they're doing. I think it's only about 3:30, and because it's a rainy day it looks just about like midnight. Looks really grim and dismal, doesn't it? But it'll not do in a little while when all this lot strikes up. These barriers are rather nice. Shiny red ones. That's one of them things that swings from side to side that makes me as sick as a dog. So the teacups are here. I'm going to go over there and have a look at that Blackpool thing. In fact, I'm going to do a photo. I'm going to get drowned. It's nice that. I like that. Blackpool. It is. It's exactly 3:30, and it's like middle of the night. Well, at least it's blowing against my back and not against my front and my face. So the globes were on when we came on the prom, and the Spyro was on, and then we drove all the way, obviously, home to Cleveland's, and it all looked so pretty. So pretty and twinkly, and these will be all lit up and ready for a lovely Christmas event. These look really bright as well. Just all look so different when you think just a few short weeks ago we were walking up down here in sunshine. Lovely bright sunshine we did. I think I've just resigned myself to the fact I'm going to get soddened. I don't think I'll dissolve. My coat's more or less knee length. In fact, I've just been talking to a chap who got one of those coats on that people wear when they go outdoor swimming, you know, the ones that are big that you can get changed underneath. And he said he'd been walking around and he'd not got wet at all, and I thought that sounds like a very good idea. So the beach house is still open. That looks all warm and cosy in there, doesn't it? Viva Vegas Diner is closed, did you know? They've closed that because they're concentrating on developing their touring business. This is scaffolding going up now at Papa's. I wonder what they're doing that for. And this is open again. The scaffolding is off. The bowling building. And doesn't that look rather posh? Doesn't that look posh indeed? I don't know whether you can see the river running down the middle of the promenade, but I've just been sheltering underneath the canopy on Festival House while I waited for the water to pass over, and it's not quite as bad now as it was earlier. So I shall leave my little perch, my little perch underneath here, and we will continue our journey. We will continue our journey because I think it's starting to slow down a bit, and I'm getting bored. I've been stood there 5 minutes and been watching these lads putting the scaffolding up. Every time they pass a board up, they shout, "Oh!" or something to that effect. It's starting to blow over. Starting to blow over. I don't reckon much to winter, you know. All that beautiful summer we've had. I looked back through this year's photographs for something the other day, and there were all the photos of summer and sunshine and all the lovely weather and all the lovely events and stuff. Oh, and it did seem a long time ago. It seemed a really, really long time ago. It actually looks more gloomy grey on the screen than it does in reality. I think it's picking some of the bright lights up and compensating for it. But nonetheless, this is Blackpool in November. Give it another week and Christmas will be in full swing. Now the piers are obviously closed, and from memory I think that the gate is usually shut at this end of North Pier. I think I could have done with some wellies on, so you can't get on it at all. And I don't know whether the amusements are open, so we'll go and have a look. We shall go and have a look. Goodness, you can't keep a good ice cream woman down. She's selling donuts and waffles and ice cream and whatnot. That's Talbot Square. Yeah, the gates are closed, look. The gates are closed, so you can't actually go onto the pier. Reopen Saturday and Sunday, weather permitting. But the amusements are all open. The amusements are open and you can enjoy all that end of it. So I hope you've enjoyed that little wet walk along Blackpool Promenade from pier to pier in November. It's all looking very, very wintry. So don't forget to subscribe. I think I deserve a subscribe after walking down there in the rain. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye for now.